You know, I really can't believe I have to keep coming back and making videos about gun control, but here we are. Mandatory buybacks. What is a mandatory buyback? So this is a euphemism. Isn't it nice how government just euphemizes all their reckless, horrific behavior with really nice words like, oh, it's a buyback. Is it mandatory? Yes. What is a mandatory gun buyback? This is gun confiscation at the point of a gun. So gun control is really just, in point of fact reality, gun violence. If we don't put in work for the next few years, I think we're going to be in a world of hurt. All you have to do is look at the Jews for the protection of firearms. Look at their genocide chart. Look what happens after a government disarms a population. Almost every single time, a huge amount of people get wiped out. Why does that happen? Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like, this is such a critical point in history that, forget all the COVID stuff. The people who control you want to make sure you have no way to defend yourself. What better way for a woman or an elderly person to defend themselves by having equal stopping power to that of the police? Like, this is the same reason police want to carry firearms, to protect themselves from violent criminals, maybe. Yeah, let's just only have police and gangsters having, defensive capabilities. What a ridiculous joke. Anyone who supports gun control supports gun violence, and they need to know that. And this is serious. This is coming down really fast, and it's coming down all around the world. If the United States ever gives up the Second Amendment, they're going to be in so much trouble. I don't even think Soviet Russia, Nazi Germany will even be a comparison. Like, one of the great points that's been going on, especially in the last 5 or 6 years, is that so many more Americans are taking courses to learn about gun safety and learn how to properly handle firearms. I think firearms safety should be taught at a very young age because it's important. These are not toys, and people need to know that they are very dangerous, and they can be, if used incorrectly, these can potentially kill even the person who is carrying it, right? Like, a lot of the violence, the statistics that they point at are actually suicide. So it's really unfair how all these gun controllers point to these stats where it's actually, they're pointing to all this horrific gun violence, and the gun violence that is included in the statistics are a bunch of suicides. So that's not fucking fair at all. If you're going to gather the facts and have a debate, like, do it properly, get real facts, and don't fudge numbers. Because, firearms are used every day for defensive purposes, and it's your right to carry a firearm. Don't let anyone tell you it's not your right. I'm not going to stand up here and say you should go and carry a firearm, especially in a very immoral country like Canada or England, where you will actually be seen as the bad guy for protecting yourself, your family, your kids, etc. from a violent attack. That's how bad it is here. Now, in the United States, they still have the ingrained feeling of freedom, and the slaves are unarmed. The free men and women are armed. That's simply just the facts, So I really hope that we can not look past this very important issue, especially in Canada, where they're trying to take away innocent people's AR-15s. And they like to call it they like to call armed robbery like taxation, right? It's not theft if you call it taxation, and it's not armed robbery if you call it gun control, because, we like to euphemize things, but it's really just look past all these ridiculous, nice sounding words and get to the brass tacks. We are being screwed out of our rights to defend ourselves and our right to own property. How dare an organization of people come up to people and tell them what they can and cannot defend themselves with? It's an absolute fucking disgrace. And, the leftists, the rightists, there's no political party in Canada that supports gun rights. No one will even go near this. So this is why I'm not a voter. I am proud to not be a registered voter in Canada. United States is pretty much the same thing, but they are making progress in the court. Our biggest gun control activist group is such a limp dick organization. Like, I love Rod Giltaca and the work they do, but they are nothing on the NRA. The NRA gets down to business and they really attack the real issue. Like, don't even fucking try and come at us with this stuff. This is America. This is our right. We fought and died for this country, and we're going to protect our freedom at all costs. And yes, people want to carry guns so you can kill the bad guys. That's the point of owning a firearm, right? And yes, of course, I understand the hunting and target shooting part. That's fine too, you know, but you know, we really can't let this situation escalate to a point where it's only the government and the criminals with firearms. It just can never get there, because as we have seen through history, it always ends badly. So if you're not talking about this stuff already, start talking about it, because it's very, very important, and you don't want to be caught out in a situation where, look, we've seen how paper-thin morality is already. The second there's just an ounce of fear in the air, people drop their principles. Look what happened during COVID, and I was getting in a fight, like, for not wearing a mask for like 2 years, almost every day. Like, if you think people are just gonna act right when only one group of people has the firearms, that's not fucking true at all. We have the examples. We have, check out Jews for the Protection of Firearms. That's an organization I like to support. And I know I like to shit on the CCFR. That's Canada's big gun rights group. But, you know, they actually do good work. And I hate to, you know, really trash one of the only organizations in the country that's actually sticking up for Canadians. But I just don't think that they go far enough. So I'm much more of an NRA guy and a JPFO guy. So till next time, guys, peace out.